is related to a priori algorithm. So all of you are using online shopping or online sites we are using. Mostly for shopping also we are using online sites. Nowadays it is much required.
Mostly used online shopping sites are Amazon, Flipkart, etc. So,
have you observed if you are selecting one product, it is giving items frequently brought with this item. Have you observed? Amazon mostly giving, Flipkart mostly giving, if you are selecting one product, it will give, okay, yes, this product and other products which brought together. Yes, that type of message, that type of things it is giving. So, depend on this, we are going to discuss, and this a priori algorithm is required for that. Okay, so first we will go through. If you will check statements, that is a priori algorithm, frequent pattern algorithms. A priori algorithm was the first algorithm that was proposed for frequent atom set mining. It was later improved by R. Agarwal and R. Shrikant and came to be known as a priori. It is an iterative approach to discover the most frequent atom set. So whenever we are going to buy any product from any site, most of the sites are Amazon, Flipkart, like that. So they are giving result as, if you want to buy this product, there is suggestion that these are the other products or these are the other things which customer brought with this item. So how these things are displayed, how these things are, or how these messages are given. So those are depend on some algorithms. So at the back end, algorithms work for that. And one of the algorithm is a priori algorithm. Not only a priori algorithm, other algorithms are also there, but one of the algorithm for that is a priori algorithm. As I am saying, key depend on or whatever backend algorithm which is executing, or whatever result it is giving, depend on that. They are displaying things, but while displaying, images are also displayed. So it is combination of some data mining algorithm, image processing algorithm, like that it is. Okay, so a priori algorithm is one for frequent atom mining or frequent atom set mining, we can say. So we will go through slide and then we will discuss. That is a priori algorithm, frequent pattern algorithm. This algorithm uses two steps, join and prune, to reduce the search space. The step followed in the a priori algorithm of data mining are join step and prune step. So what is and for what purpose join step? For what purpose this prune step? So before discussing these points, I think I will discuss one example and then again we will come to theory part. So I want to show you one example and then we will come for steps and all those things. Those are mentioned here, we will go through. Few points like association rules, support, confidence, all these points we supposed to discuss. But prior to that, for your understanding, I think I supposed to go through one basic example. Easily you can understand with the help of example what this algorithm or how this algorithm work. And basically what you supposed to remember, that is this algorithm is designed for mining frequent atom sets. So if you will observe this example, whatever database D you are observing, in that TID, that is transaction ID and atoms. So 1000, 2000, sorry, 100, 200, 300, 400, whatever given numbers are, those are related to transaction ID. And in next column, atoms. So if we compare transaction ID 100, which atoms that is purchased or those are there in that transaction ID, that is nothing but 1, 3, 4. Same way you can check for other 200, 2, 3, 5, 300, 1, 2, 3, 5, 400, 2, 5. Now, how this algorithm will work, that is important. So, first step, scan D, for what purpose? That is, it is going to check first atom, that is atom number 1, which is mentioned in database, how many times it is purchased or it is occurred in transaction. Okay, so if you will observe that database, it is 2 times. If you go for second atom, atom number 2, so how many times it occurred in transaction? In all these transactions, that is nothing but it is at transaction ID 200, it is at transaction ID 300, it is at transaction ID 400. So 3 times. Same way you can check for atom 3, that is purchased 3 times. Atom 4, you can check only in transaction ID 100, it is there, so it is 1. And same way for transaction, atom 5, it is occurred in 3 transactions, so displayed as a 3. So this is first scanning or first step. That is nothing but how many times that atom is occurred in transaction. Okay, or what we can say here, that is how many times it is purchased. So if I am saying only 4 transactions are there, so I can check which items are purchased, and next what can be built, or next table can give idea ki this item is purchased or this item is there in 3 transaction, is in 2 transaction, like that. But whatever example right now we are discussing, that is for very small database. But when this a priori algorithm supposed to apply, or this type of transaction supposed to check, that is nothing but big database will be available, big uh, data set will be available, and on that this algorithm supposed to work. So right now for understanding purpose, we can check in small database. So first step, have you understood? That is nothing but checking of the atom in which transaction it is occurring, or how many times it is purchased. Now we will go to some basic points again, and then we will come to this example again. Okay, so if I will read this step, join and prune step, that is this step generate atom set from key atom set by joining each atom with itself. Prune step, this step scans the count of each atom in the database. If candidate atom does not meet minimum support, then it is regarded as infrequent and thus it is removed. This step is performed to reduce the size of candidate atom set. So when I am saying, just we discuss for first step, but when I am saying a priori algorithm, it is for atom set. It is not for single atom. It is for atom set. So which frequent atom sets are brought together. So that output is expected from a priori algorithm. So first we will go for algorithm. The following are the main steps of the algorithm. Calculate the support of the atom set. Just now what we discussed. In the transactional database, one more point I like to discuss here, that is nothing but support and confidence. These 2 terms, remember these 2 terms, we are going to discuss these 2 terms, and in algorithm these 2 terms are used for finding frequently bought items. Okay, so first step, and then prune the candidate set by eliminating atoms with support less than the given threshold. That support is nothing but threshold that is going to set, and accordingly things are going to match. Next step we discuss, join step. Join the frequent atom set to form set of size k plus 1 and repeat above set until no more atom sets can be formed. This will happen when the set form have support less than the given support. Okay. So association rule, support, confidence. First I will discuss for support and confidence, and then we will discuss for association rule. So what is support and what is confidence? So one example directly given so that easily you can understand. So support 2%, confidence 60%, bread butter. What is the relation? Is there any relation between while bringing bread, or while selecting bread as a atom? customer brought any other items, yes, so that may mostly butter. So we will go through. The above statement is an example of association rule. This means that there is 2% transaction that brought bread and butter together, and there are 60% of customers who brought bread as well as butter. So this is one association rule generated after observing database, after observing data set. That is nothing but that market basket analysis is done, and depend on that what association rule is given. That is nothing but support 2% and confidence 60%. So what is formula for support? Support bracket A for item A, we can say, equal to number of transaction in which A appears, that is item A appears, divided by total number of transaction. Confidence, that is nothing but confidence for A and B, that is support A union B divided by support A. So support and confidence, these are the two terms which are used in a priori algorithm as well as for finalizing association rule. One more point, this theory part I am discussing because this theory part is given in DMW and DA subject, but those are in third and fourth unit. So we supposed to start implementing assignment. So required things related to a priori algorithm we will discuss. Later on in theory, in detail, things will be discussed. Okay. Now we will discuss for association rule mining. What that association rule and how to form, what it means, that we will go through. Because a priori algorithm, at the end, it's supposed to give association rules by using support and confidence. Let I be a set of n binary attribute called items. Let D be the set of transaction called database. Each transaction in D has unique transaction ID and contains subset of item in I. A rule is defined as an implication of form x to y, where x comma y, I and xy, that is nothing but the set of items x and y are called antecedent and consequent of the rule respectively. That is nothing but depend on this database or depend on this transaction, rules are going to form. So learning of association rule is used to find relation between attributes in large database. That is, association rule is formed depend on what is the relationship or how many frequently these items are brought. If this item is brought, which other item or frequently which other item is brought. So these type of rules are, or association rules can be generated. So you can check this statement that is related to association rule. And association rule A equal to or greater than B will be of the form, for a set of transactions, some value of atom set A determines the value of atom set B under the condition in which minimum support and confidence are met. So just now we discussed for support and confidence what are the formulas. Now one more point, that is association rule mining consists of two steps. Find all frequent item set, generate association rules for above frequent item set. If association rules are going to generate, what will be the benefit? Why to generate these association? Where to give discount? Suppose mostly customers are buying these item set together, so you can combine them and you can give discount on that, and so that more sale will be there. Like that, decisions can be taken. Okay. In flowchart form, this algorithm is just we will go through. Start, read each item set in a transaction. Support of every item is calculated. What is formula for support? Just now we discuss. That is for each item support supposed to be calculated. So support of A is equal to, or support of atom A is equal to number of transaction in which that atom A appears divided by total number of transactions. So for every atom it's supposed to be calculated. Support greater than equal to minimum support, that is nothing but threshold. So what threshold is set? If I am saying if this atom is brought 3 times in transaction and my threshold is 3 only, so at that time I can take that as a frequent, or this atom is brought frequently, or this atom set can be considered for next step. Okay, if it is not matching to threshold, if that atom is brought twice only and my threshold is 3, so I am not going to consider for next step. So remove atom, or second is if it is matching or it is above threshold, then consider it. That is, yes, insert atom to frequent atom set. Next, find confidence for each non-empty subset. What it means confidence? Just now we checked formula for confidence. That is nothing but in simple form, if I will say, that is nothing but pairing of the atoms. Pairing of the atoms and how many times that pair is brought. That can be checked by using confidence. Okay. So confidence greater than equal to minimum confidence. If yes, go ahead. Otherwise, remove that subset. Insert to strong rule. So association rules are going to form at the end of a priori algorithm. Okay. Now coming to same example again. Now you can observe other points. That is minimum support equal to 50%. So it is given minimum support equal to 50%. Can you think if minimum support for this transaction is given as a 50%, what will be the threshold? So if atom is purchased how many times or above that, then I will consider it in next step. Can you think? What is given? That is minimum support is 50%. And how many transactions are there? 4 transactions. How many atoms are there? That is 5 atoms. So if I am saying here minimum support is 50%, can you calculate what will be the threshold? Just now we discussed many points, so I just want to know how many times if that atom is brought, it is considered in next step, or it can be considered as a frequently brought. Can you type in chat box? If you have understood, you can think on that and you can type in chat box. At least 2 times. Yes, correct. It is at least 2 times. Okay. Now again we will discuss. Now check. Atom set support. That is nothing but if you will consider, just now we discussed one first atom, one or atom number 1, twice it is occurred in transaction. Atom number 2, thrice it is occurred in transaction, that is transaction ID 200, transaction ID 300 and transaction ID 400. In all these 3 transactions it is occurred. Same way atom number 3, transaction ID 100, 200 and 300, 3 times it is occurred. If you check for atom number 4, that is only once, and 5, that is thrice. So next step, that is we supposed to check, or what is going to check, that is how many time that atom is purchased, it is there in transaction. So how many times it is there, and which atom supposed to be removed, that is nothing but atom 4. Why it is removed in next step? Because it is purchased only once, and just now we discussed minimum support is 50%. What it means, if atom is purchased more than 2 times or occurred in transaction more than 2 times, then it is going to consider for next, because minimum support is given as a 50%. Because 4 transactions are there, minimum support 50% means at least twice that atom must be purchased, then we can consider that atom in next step. So what next step is? Atom set 1, 2, 3 and 5. So how many times? 1, 2 times, that able, or that you can check, twice, thrice, thrice. Okay, now pairing of the atoms. 1, 3, 2, 3, 2, 5, 3, 5. Now, if you check again this database, again scan, from here we supposed to. So, if you check 1, 2, 1, 3 combination, 1, 5, 2, 3, 2, 5 and 3, 5. This pairing combinations are given. So now check for this combination 1 and 2. How many times it is occurring? Means 1 and 2 combinedly. How many times it is occurring in database? That is once. So you can check here. It is 1 only. So 1, 3. How many times it is occurring? If you check for transaction ID 100, if you check for transaction ID 300, twice it is. So here it is written as a 2. 1, 5. You can check 1, 5 is only once. 2, 3 it is twice. 2, 5 it is thrice. 300, 400 as well as 200 transaction ID. Thrice it is purchased together. 3, 5 that is nothing but 3, 5 is twice for transaction ID 200 and for transaction ID 300. Okay. Any doubt up till whatever we discussed up till now? Any doubt is there or shall I continue? If doubt is there, we are supposed to discuss first and then we will go ahead. In doubt box or in chat box you can type. Doubt box, chat box, any doubt? Yes, students, am I audible? I am audible, okay. That you are typing yes. Any doubt is there? Have you understood up till whatever we discuss? Yes, Harsh. Yes, understood. Okay. I will go ahead. Okay. So now what next is pairing is formed and now it is checked okay, how many times that pair occurred in transaction. So now which atom sets are going to remove? That is nothing but which is having minimum support 50%. Now 1, 2, 1, 5, those are going to remove. So remaining is 1, 3, 2, 3, 2, 5 and 3, 5. Those are here. Getting my point? Now this is pairing. Now again next pair is supposed to be formed. This is pair means 2 atoms are paired. Now 3 atom pairing will be there. So again pairing will be formed. That is nothing but 1, 3, 2, then 2, 3, 5. These 2 pairings can be there. So if you check for 1, 3, 2, how many times it is occurred in database? So if you will check that, that is only once. But if you will check for 2, 3, 5, how many times it is there in transaction or in database? That is frequently, or what we can say, that is for in transaction ID 200, in transaction ID 300, twice it is. So what is given, that is atom set 2, 3, 5 that occurred twice in database, that is it is in two transaction, that it is for minimum support criteria, it is or it gives minimum support criteria, so it is frequently brought atom set. Getting? So this database is small, 4 transaction only we consider. But if you think about Amazon, if you think about Flipkart, many other sites are there which are shopping, online shopping sites. So they are having many transactions, and from those transactions, these things needs to check, and results can be which atom set are frequently brought atom set, or which can be frequently uh, or a customer can buy frequently. Okay. Now, similar to that, one more example is there. Are you clear with all these steps? These steps, whatever I discussed, because you're supposed to implement these steps. Yes, clear with all these steps? Okay. So my next question is, whatever I discussed just now, theoretical points I discussed, one example I discussed. Yes, you're supposed to implement this. Implement this, that is nothing but if you will go through statement, whatever given in syllabus, that is not using tool you are going to implement this, but by using uh, or by using Python or by using suitable suitable language you supposed to implement this. So if you will go through this statement, you can check this statement and you're supposed to implement this. Some statements you can check where directly using suitable tool is mentioned, where we can discuss about tool and all. But where it is not mentioned, you're supposed to implement it by using specific language. So languages which are suggested, that is nothing but Python and Java. Okay. Now one more example we will discuss, and then other points, remaining points we will discuss, or few other points I am supposed to discuss. So example of a priori support threshold 50%, confidence 60%. Are you getting support threshold 50% and confidence 60%? We will go through example and then I will ask few things. So table 1, transaction T1 to T6, at list of items which are purchased. So maximum number of items, those are 5 and transactions are 6. So support threshold is calculated because it is given support threshold should be 50%. So 0.5 into number of transactions 6, so minimum support should be 3. So what it says, that is nothing but if atom is purchased thrice, that is nothing but thrice means in 3 transaction if it is occurring, then it is or it can be considered for next step. So if you will check which atoms must go in next step, can you think or can you check which are having minimum support 3? Yes. Have you checked? All will go forward. Okay, all will go forward. Any other suggestion or any other answer? Yes, Vivek. All will go forward. All satisfy minimum 3 or they occurred in minimum 3 transactions. Check here. I1, if I am checking I1, yes, 4. I2, yes. I3, yes. I4, yes. I5, yes. So check. I1 4 times, I2 5 times, I3 4, I4 4 and I5 2. Now check thing, that is nothing but I5 is 2 up, it is not 3 and minimum support is 3. So next step is prune step. Table 2 shows that atom 5 does not meet minimum support equal to 3, thus it is deleted. Only I1, I2, I3 meet minimum support count. So those are there. Now next step, that is nothing but pairing. So this pairing we supposed to check in transaction how many times these 2 items are purchased combinedly. So this is the count which will be removed from here, which is not satisfying minimum threshold criteria or minimum support criteria. That is nothing but atom I1, I4 or pair of I1, I4 and I3, I4 is going to remove. So next step, those are removed. Only count 4, 3, 4, 3 are there. Okay, so prune step, table 4 shows that atom I1, I4 and I3, I4 does not meet minimum support, thus it is deleted. Now next. Now join and prove nested. From 3 atom set, from table 1, find out occurrence of 3 atom set. Now pairing is done. Now one more atom is going to add. That is 3 atoms. We will see for atom set I1, I2, I3, subset I1, I2, I1, I3, I2, I3 are occurring in table 5. Thus I1, I2, I3 is frequent, but next which is going to pair, that is I1, I2, I4. Subset I1, I2, I1, I4, I2, I4 and I1, I4 is not frequent as it is not occurring in table 5. So thus I1, I2, I4 is not frequent, hence it is deleted. So this is last table and that is nothing but only I1, I2, I3 is frequent. Okay, got it? Now last is nothing but generate association rule from the frequent atom set. Discard about the association could be I1, I2, I3 confidence support. So it is calculated how many times it is occurred. Accordingly, confidence is calculated, that is nothing but 75%. Whatever formula we discuss for confidence, accordingly this is calculated. So for all these pairs, confidence is calculated 75%, 100%, 75%, 75%. Here it is 60% and here 75%. This shows that all above association rules are strong if minimum confidence threshold is 60%. If you check at in this key, it is given key support should be 50% and confidence should be 60%. So these are the strong rules, or these are the association rules we can say actually. These are formed depend on a priori algorithm, whatever things are implemented, whatever at the end we are getting result. So depend on that, these association rules are formed or this pairing is formed. One pseudo code is given here. One video you can watch whatever I discuss. If you want much more details or some detailing you want, you can watch this video. This is good video. Many videos are available, but some are good where you can easily understand. I5 does not I5. Okay. Have you understood this algorithm? Because whatever discussion regarding a priori algorithm that is done, thing is you supposed to implement this algorithm. One more thing, this is one of the important algorithm in data mining, as just now I discussed. A priori can give frequent atoms which are brought or which can be brought by customer. So this is used at many places. This is one algorithm I am discussing which can calculate or which can give frequent atom set which can be brought. So another algorithms are also there, but this is one of the important algorithm. Have you understood in chat box? If doubts are there, you can go for doubt box. Have you understood theoretical concept, steps, example? Any doubt anywhere? Okay. Divya, yes. Vivek, yes. Okay. These two understood. Others? Yes, understood. Yes, Supriya. Okay. Bhargavi. Okay. 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 Okay, Kavita. Okay, understood now. I'm going to share this presentation. One more thing, whatever required for your practical assignment implementation, that part I discuss. What next is that is you supposed to implement and you supposed to submit. So now we are using Bodhi platform. All of you are using, yes? All of you are using Bodhi platform. I'm going to create one course for lab practice 2 where you can submit your assignments. So already you started submitting assignment for other subjects, same way it will be for lab practice 2. Okay. So I will give message accordingly. I will text accordingly. So after that you can submit. But prior to that, you're supposed to start implementing. You can check things from syllabus, and you can check other things. That is, in which language you can implement this assignment and all. Okay. Anything else from your side which supposed to be discussed? Yes, any doubt, any question, or anything not related to only a priori, anything else? Okay, nothing? I will assume nothing. Huh? In this case, I am having doubt. Am I audible? Am I audible? Yes, ma'am. Okay, okay, okay. Now, whatever presentation is there, I will share that very simple example I took so that easily you can understand, and while implementing, you can check all those theoretical points. So all those theoretical points are mentioned in presentation, okay, which are going to required for implementation point of view. One more thing, for implementation purpose, you will require database. Getting my point? Because whatever we discuss with database. That is because first assumption is database, or first thing which is required, that is database. So when you will start implementing, you will require data set. Okay. Grocery data set is available. Okay. For market basket analysis, different data sets are available, but data set which you are going to select, that should match to algorithm which you are going to implement. So while selecting database, that is nothing but it can be grocery database or grocery data set. It can be market basket, or depend on that data set supposed to be check or supposed to be selected. Okay. Okay, that is basic thing related to a priori database or data set you supposed to select. Next thing is nothing but, is there any problem regarding while submitting assignment on Bodhi tree, or where to submit, because that platform is available, we are using that platform. So can you submit assignment on Bodhi tree platform? I will create course for that, and accordingly I will drop message. But is there any doubt, any problem for submitting assignment on Bodhi tree platform? Yes or no, at least you can submit. Yes. Yes. You can submit assignment. No doubt. Okay. Okay. So other points which I want to discuss, that is related to, one is assignment submission. Another is nothing but, at the starting also I discussed that last assignment is mini project. For that you supposed to form group. I will circulate one Google form or Google sheet, in that you supposed to fill those details. Okay. One more thing related to attendance marking. In Bodhitree, we are marking attendance depend on if quizzes are solved. For theory subject also I am discussing. So related to DMW, whatever videos, 5 videos are uploaded. So watch those videos and finish in quiz, out quiz. Then we will mark attendance for you. Next is nothing but related to upgrade attendance. We are getting final sheet where how much time you attended this lecture. That way things are available. So depend on that, we are going to mark attendance. If you are attending at the starting and you are going to exit, and if you are attending at the end for 5 minutes, that will not help for your attendance purpose. Getting my point? So when I will quit this session, I will get sheet that is nothing but these students were present, how much time they attended this session. Accordingly, things are available in that sheet. So I am going to observe those things and accordingly attendance I am going to mark. So take care properly. Okay. Any other doubt? Any other thing supposed to discuss? Otherwise, we will stop this discussion. And other things I will text you. Yes, Vivek, Kavita, Prasanna. Any doubt? No, ma'am, is sufficient. No. Hmm? Okay, clear. Okay. 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 So, uh, take care. We will end session here only. So third assignment from lab practice to discuss. You're supposed to implement. If doubts are there, separate doubt session we will have. We will discuss on that. Prior to that, I'm going to give or I'm going to create that in Bodhi that separate tab will be there, separate lab practice tool will be there. In that, you're supposed to submit assignments. Okay, thank you. Bye. All the best for your placements and take care. Bye. Okay.